On the night of August 22nd, 2018, a mysterious figure known as TV Santa Claus left dozens of vintage television box sets on the front porches or residence in Gray Oaks, Virginia. The perpetrator was never identified and in fact returned 1 year later, on August 10th, 2019. This time, TV Santa Claus was captured by a Ring.com doorbell camera wearing a blue jumpsuit and a television box set over their face. The unidentified suspect hit more than 50 homes in Henrico County, Virginia. It is unclear if this is the work of one person or several people. Police collected the sets the following morning, asking potential victims to report the TVs immediately if it happens again, though they believe it's a harmless prank.
Who's this dude wearing, of all things, a television on his head? And why in the world is he leaving an old-fashioned box TV on a stranger's front porch? It's a mystery that's baffling police outside Richmond, Virginia. It usually happens around midnight, and TV Dude is apparently fully aware he's on surveillance video. Watch him wave at the camera. As of this week, he's delivered at least 60 TV sets. One looks like a tube television set manufactured in 1986 by Toshiba.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
These guys all woke up to a TV set left on their doorsteps.
I woke up to a bunch of phone calls telling me to check my front porch. So I did, and there was an old TV sitting out there.
Tell me what you saw on the Ring doorbell and what you thought.
I was like, whoa, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of creepy.
The three guys thought it was so nuts, they drove around the neighborhood pointing out all the TVs left on the front porches.
That's another big one.
This team just discovered the set on her doorstep. The guys were on the scene when police got there to investigate and loaded all the TVs on a truck. Max Schumann opened the front door to also find a surprise.
This is the TV that was left at my doorstep.
He says his brother took it apart to see if there was anything dangerous inside. They found it was a regular TV, old but still working. For now, TV Dude remains on the loose. But if he's going to be so generous, maybe he should consider leaving a more modern flat-screen TV.
On January 8th, 2019, police started searching for a man in Salinas, California, who spent 3 hours licking a doorbell in the middle of the night. The individual in question, Roberto Daniel Arroyo, was easy to track down, thanks to a newly installed surveillance system at the home. The Dungans were not home when Arroyo made his way to their doorbell, but their children were. Arroyo also moved an extension cord in the front yard and relieved himself on camera. You kind of laugh about it afterwards because technically he didn't harm anybody, he didn't break anything. Homeowner Sylvia Dungan told ABC.
A California family noticed something very, very, very strange on their security camera. They say a man spent 3 hours, yes, 3 hours, licking their doorbell.
Oh, God.
The homeowners were out of town at the time, but their kids were home. They had no idea what was happening outside, but the parents got an alert to movement out in front.
You kind of laughed about it afterwards because technically he didn't harm anybody, he didn't break anything.
Okay, so police have identified the man and they're looking for him now. He could face charges of petty theft and prowling.
Pretty good look at his face right there.
Many of the clips on this list feature sketchy people actively attempting to break into homes, or creepy crawly visitors setting off the Ring camera's motion sensors. Eerie, yet explainable. But this video plays out like something from a David Lynch movie. Watch as a strange figure walks out of frame, leaving something on the porch. Then watch that something seem to grow and inflate as a dog barks and a car speeds away in the background. An unknown man hacked into the Ring security camera in an 8-year-old child's room and claimed he was Santa Claus. The LeMay family in Memphis, Tennessee, hoped to use the device to keep an eye on their daughters while they played. It took only a few days for the camera to be hacked. In the video, the frightened child asks, "Who's this?" When she hears a voice, the man responds that he is her best friend. He proceeds to prompt her, "I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?" Before she screams for her mom. The man tries to tell the girl she can do whatever she wants, including break things in her room. No one knows how long he had access to the device. Ring assured customers they were working on making sure the breach was not related to a company-wide hack.
I did a lot of research on these before I got them. I really felt like it was safe.
The camera was supposed to be an added level of protection, a way for Ashley LeMay to keep an eye on her 3 daughters and seem close by while working her overnight nurse shifts.
Hello there.
The Ring camera was a Black Friday deal and came with a recommendation from another mom.
She had one and she was, watching her kids on her phone, and I was like, oh, you can actually speak to them. That's really neat.
4 days after the camera went up, 8-year-old Alyssa heard something strange coming from her room.
Well, first what happened, I was in the hallway. I thought it was my sister, so I heard some music. It's like tiptoed to the window, so I come upstairs and I hear some banging noise. I was like, who is that?
Playing back the Ring video recording, this is what her parents saw as Alyssa searched for the source of the noise.
Who is that?
I'm your best friend. I'm Santa Claus.
Mommy!
I'm Santa Claus. Don't you want to be my best friend?
I watched the video, and my heart just I'm like, I didn't even get to the end where she's screaming like mommy. Before I ran inside.
Ashley's husband was home at the time watching the girls as she ran a quick errand. The mysterious voice taunted her 8-year-old with music and encouraged destructive behavior before her dad came into the room, ending the terror.
And they could watch them sleeping. They could have watched them changing. They could have seen all kinds of things. Honestly, my gut, it makes me feel like it's either somebody who knows us, or like somebody who's very close by.
The camera now sits on the counter, disconnected, waiting to be returned.
On November 12, 2019, disturbing footage of a woman screaming for help was captured from a Ring doorbell camera on the 3800 block of 3rd Avenue in the Leimert Park neighborhood of Los Angeles around 11 p.m. The police were not aware of the doorbell footage until the following morning, but responded to a report of a possible kidnapping. LAPD officer Mike Lopez said responding authorities could not find evidence of a crime. After the footage came to light, the LAPD reopened their investigation. The screams were thought to be coming from a white vehicle that drives down the street. A woman is heard yelling, "Somebody help me." A witness claimed she also heard a man say, "I'm sorry." On January 8, 2019, police started searching for a man in Salinas, California, who spent 3 hours licking a doorbell in the middle of the night. The individual in question, Roberto Daniel Arroyo, was easy to track down, thanks to a newly installed surveillance system at the home. The Dungans were not home when Arroyo made his way to their doorbell, but their children were. Arroyo also moved an extension cord in the front yard and relieved himself on camera.
His neighbor's front door armed with a semi-automatic rifle. Tonight, that man is under arrest, but the homeowner who watched helplessly as his family hid in fear says he's not happy with how the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office handled the threat.
I do believe there was mistakes that made that night.
Tom Derrico captured this frightening house call on his doorbell's security camera. He was in California on business, but watched it unfold on the screen of his phone while his wife and children hid inside the house. The man staggering around at the front door is armed with a semi-automatic rifle. He has a ballistic vest on. It's nearly 11 p.m. Tom's loved ones hid and dialed 911.
Not being home, not being able to do anything, and my wife and I felt like I was in the movie Taken.
Deputies from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office arrived sometime later, but Tom says 20 minutes is not acceptable when a man with a gun is on your property and women and children are cowering in a corner.
You don't know what this man's going to do. So I thought that would be a priority and make sure all units all possible units called.
The suspect in this case is Tom's neighbor, Kevin Flaherty. He's charged with aggravated assault with a firearm, but PBSO didn't arrest him until the next day. Tom wants to know why he wasn't cuffed and hauled away immediately after the incident. The sheriff's office says this doesn't constitute a direct threat because there didn't appear to be imminent danger. PBSO says deputies assessed and responded appropriately. Deputies have seized Flaherty's guns, and he's been ordered to undergo a psychological evaluation.
The situation wasn't dissolved until the next day when they arrested him.
According to the arrest report, the teen who called 911 told investigators Flaherty has threatened his family before. The teen believes he came to the house to kill them because they let Flaherty's daughter, who was scared of her father, stay with them.
The man in the dark hoodie rang the doorbell around 2 p.m. But the home's occupant couldn't hear it because he was wearing headphones. The man left, but returned with his friend in the white hoodie about 15 minutes later. Presumably the men believed no one was home. As such, the man in the dark hoodie attempted to kick in the door. The homeowner heard the loud bang and yelled out, scaring the men off his porch. The sound of the attempted burglar's foot hitting the door is especially jarring. In this video, a strange person rings the doorbell and engages in an equally odd conversation with the house's owner, who isn't home, and talks to the visitor via a remote speaker system. The man claims he worked for the homeowner's family at one point, possibly cleaning the tiles on the front porch. When asked what it is the man wants, he never answers fully, but seems eager to get inside the house, only wandering away when he realizes no one is home.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, hi, can I help you?
Yeah. We work around here.
Sorry, what?
Can I work around here?
You work here?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I worked for your property before, a long time.
I don't know. Are you looking for someone or can I help you with something?
Yeah, I do your driveway, do the step, do the tile before a long time.
Okay, I guess, you might be working with the previous owner, but I don't know you. I don't recognize you.
Oh, okay. I am on the job before. The tile in the front of your house before a long time. And your daddy?
I'm sorry,
Hello? Hello?
Yes. Tell me. I'm not at home. I'll be there in some time. I don't know why it's recording, but we...
Tile the step before for your property. In the front house.
What are you looking for? I'm sorry. I'm in a meeting right now, but can you tell me what are you looking for?
You know nobody in your house?
Yeah, right now I'm outside. I'm going to be there in about 15-20 minutes. I'm out on a meeting. So I'll be home in 15-20 minutes.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you think about this story? Leave us a comment to let us know. But before you go, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more chilling, gruesome stories like this. Hope to see you again.